That's what I'll talk about. What a victory. Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Coach Talk back with a new video. And this is the post-game reaction of week 2 of the Colts playing the Minnesota Vikings. And we wind up pulling out the W in a blowout game. This was a good game to watch, man. And this is the type of team that I like to see on a week-to-week basis from the Colts, man. This is what I like to see. The last video I made was a preview of what we should do to beat this Vikings team. And we came out and we did it. It felt like they was listening to my last video. That's crazy. But shout out to the team for the victory. Shout out to Jonathan Taylor for filling in the shoes for Marlon Mack. He had an exceptional game. He could have had more rushing yards, I get it, but he's a rookie. And we did what we were supposed to do. We ran the football. We ran it down their throats, and we made them play. We played the clock. We played coach football today. We played coach football, and that's how it's supposed to be played. We played perfectly. We didn't have any flaws. Phillip Rivers threw an interception, but it wasn't his fault. Wiley Cox, he should have caught that football, but it hit off his shoulder pad. It was kind of a bad angle, and it got tipped. It was a tipped interception, so it doesn't really count in my books. But Phillip Rivers had an exceptional game. He was talking trash, playing old Castle Phillip. He was talking trash. And then the play after that, he scrambled, and the guy he was talking trash to, and he tried to truck him. And he wound up, it was a Smith, I think. I think the guy name was Smith. And then he trucked him out of bounds and kept talking trash again. So that was classic Phillips. He had a good game. T.Y. Hilton, he redeemed himself at the end of the game. He was struggling again at the beginning, but he definitely redeemed himself by catching a football at the end. So shout out to T.Y. Hilton. The Mo Alley Cox had a great game. Shout out to Big Mo for filling in the shoes for Jack Doyle. He had a big game. Julian Blackman had a big game. It was his debut. This dude was exceptional in man coverage and zone coverage. He guarded up Thielen, which forced the interception for Kari Willis, so he played a good game. So shout out to Julian Blackman. Definitely was expected. Prayers up to all the injuries that we've seen today. Rumors had it that Malik Hooker tore his Achilles. Not tear, but he had an Achilles injury. So prayers up to Hooker again. This is tough, man. This is tough. Too many injuries, man. This has something to do with the preseason and the OTAs, all of that stuff being skipped. So definitely playing a toll on all players. So players up to all the injured guys this week, man. The list was so long, man. For the Colts, for the Vikings, and for the NFL in general, man. We seen Barkley go out with an injury. It was just tough to watch, man. So prayers up to all the injuries, man. But I'm going to keep going with the reaction. But the run game looked exceptional. Jordan Wilkins, man, my guy Jordan Wilkins, he definitely showed the potential of him being a backup running back, man. He's just so good at what he do. Of course, he could have got more minutes, but it wasn't really needed. So he got the push whenever he came in. He will always get a big gain of yards, like a big 3 or +5. So I seen him go for 9 one time, go for 7. So all those purpose yards he was doing, man, Jordan Wilkins was so powerful. We just had a powerful back in the games today. We had Taylor and Wilkins doing their thing. Hines wasn't really seen today because he wasn't really needed against this Vikings defense. The Vikings defense is good, so they need like a power running back to go against them. So using Taylor and Wilkins the most out of everyone was exceptional. Shout out to Pascal for a touchdown. He got his. He was a little frustrated at the beginning because the pass was a little too high and they hit the goalpost. So at the end of the game, on the opposite side of the field, he got his touchdown, man, and he was so excited. So shout out to Pascal. The defense played exceptional. Shout out to Xavier Rhodes. He held his emotion in and played some good football, man. He played some good football. So shout out to him. Michael Pittman, the rookie receiver, he did a good job today. He got to hold himself back on those penalties, though, man. Those penalties cost us. There was some gritty. It was good blocking penalties on all the plays he played for. So those are the only penalties that he was really getting called for, was the illegal blocks. So we can work on that. He's a rookie. He'll get used to it. Braden Smith had a few penalties. Those were some scratchers right there, some head scratchers. So hopefully he can get himself adjusted with those. But other than that, the offensive line did a good job today. I would give them a B out of a grade. I would give them a B. They could have did better. They got Ngakwe tried to destroy Phillip Rivers a few times when he was in the field. I didn't like that. I thought we got away from him, but he does play for the Vikings, so seeing him again just brings back bad memories. So yeah, the offensive line did good. The defensive line did an outstanding job today. They did outstanding. We seen Defoe make an appearance with the safety. We seen Justin Houston getting back there. We seen Autry. We see Tyquan Lewis get a sack. So man, the defensive line did a good job today, man. A good job getting to the quarterback. They did a good job. And this is what I wanted. On the preview, I said we need Kirk Cousins to throw the football. We don't want Dalvin Cook doing anything crazy. We shut down Dalvin Cook. We forced Kirk Cousins to throw, and he looked like the average Kirk Cousins, just throwing interceptions, forcing plays. You seen a few times they was in shotgun formation when they could have been in like maybe a one run back, and they were just forcing the throw, and that's what we wanted. We played them to our type of game, and we did a good job today, man. So I'm so proud of this Colts team. We're going to move on to next week, try to get this W. I'm going to drop a preview, of course, of the game later on this week. If you want me to drop a video on anything else, leave it in the comment section because I do read your comments, whether it's good or bad. I know we're probably going to get some Vikings fans in this comment section of this video, but try to be as positive as you can. Some of them might be out of line or out of pocket, but it's okay because they're a fan. That's what's expected. But we played a good game today, man. A good shout out to Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore did an exceptional job today. At the beginning of the game on the opening drive, Thielen caught 3 big passes on Kenny Moore, 3. And Kenny Moore adjusted so good. He did a good job, man. He caught him a pick, and they were switching him in and out, so he wasn't the only person guarding Thielen. They was throwing different bodies at him. They had TJ Carey on him one time. TJ Carey did a good job. Xavier Rhodes did a good job with the SWAT. So switching around on Thielen was a good job. He got shut down. They did a good job today on shutting down Thielen because he's like the only target. Justin Jefferson, which is their rookie, he was on the field, but he wasn't really getting the football because we put pressure on the quarterback. And that's the goal, to put pressure on the quarterback so he cannot get the football off. Especially if it's a throwing team. It's a throwing team in the Vikings. They got Dalvin Cook, so I'm not saying that they're a throwing team. I said they like to force the throw because if the run game's not working. Dalvin Cook is their premier player on that team. So shutting him down, you're going to force the throw. It means you can play back. Hey, we did that. Julian Backman and Kari Willis held themselves down, which brings up a part that I want to bring up. Malik Hooker going down in this game brought out the potential in Blackman and Willis. I've seen both of those guys back there, and they did a good job. And this brings up the Malik Hooker video and if we should let him go. And this game might prove it. But I don't know, man. This is crazy. This is a crazy time we're in because there's so many injuries, and you seeing potential of players that we want and we expect, and you see them living up to the hype. It's so good to see, man. It's so good to see. But I'm just excited. I'm on cloud 9, man. We got a victory. We 1-1. We're gonna move on to next week, try to get another W, and we're gonna be out of here, man. Like I said, if you're new, go ahead, subscribe, drop a like on this video, comment on the comment section. I am reading all the comments. This is Colts Talk. Until next time, signing out. Peace.